but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a beat. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I release my soul, now they taking pictures of it. Eyes on the prize, it's my last soda. 5:45, got the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She breaks into me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Yeah.
We welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll get forward for a couple. Kevin Byard that time to make the play. Second down and 8.
Let's go.
Here's a first carry for their running back. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Third and 9.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Working out of the gun. It's May. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, it's Davis. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
A play fake. Now Williams. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a third down and 4. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the Bears first down.
No. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 79 Bronco. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Moore going in motion. Williams to throw on second down. That one complete to Moore. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's second and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. A throw complete to Scott. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Now Williams going to keep it himself. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Williams. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target.
And he's into the end zone. Donald Parham. Touchdown, Bears. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
On the jump. 60 Maverick. Here we go.
Here's May to throw it on first down. Going for it all. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
60.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. Good blocking, and he's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Patriots.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The extra point is good. And the Pats will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. He'll take it at the 12. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, a give to Davis. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got Parham, his tight end. 3rd and a yard. Here's Davis. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Swift. And he's going to have the Bears, and he's going to have the Chargers.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard line. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Williams. This pass is caught by Scott. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They bring the tight end in motion. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. That one on target to Moore. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Bears 1st down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Williams. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Third and long. Here's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Bates' kick is good. And the Bears will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
70 range. Here we go, set. Come 19, ready.
From out of the gun, here's May. A dive and a catch. Incredible. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. I mean, how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy. You get paid to catch them all.
To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. Cole Strange, former 1st-round pick, guilty there.
Let's go now. Panther 11. Trap 60. Go.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. 18. Pioneer.
May to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll air one out, and that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Here's A.J. Cole now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run it with Davis. Finding room at the 35. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. First and 10. Moore going in motion. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Williams. That's to the big tight end, Parham. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Now Williams gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Open man, right side. He's got it. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
19, target, 19, target. Here we go.
Moore going in motion.
Go.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. And that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. In motion now, it's Scott. He'll try and throw. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Ready up.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Hot 19. Last name 19. Hot, hot.
Working out of the gun, it's May. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On 2nd down, it's May. in trouble, and down he goes. New England going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
79 Broncos. Let's go now. 19 Lions.
On 3rd and long, here's May. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So, we have reached halftime, and the visiting Bears are in front. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Davis. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Open man, left side, he's got it. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
That'll be caught by the running back, Davis. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Throwing again, Williams. He's got a man, that's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Zone read, it's a give to Davis. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yards. He's got Parham, his tight end.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. They send the tight end in motion. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a first down as they're able to get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
A run with Davis. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now, May. Thrown left side. The catch is made. May now on 1st and 10. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, New England. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
Here we go.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Point conversion.
ball a give up the middle, and he gets in. And now they're back within a score. The deficit is just 7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Moore going in motion. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. He'll go right and find his running back. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From out of the gun, here's May. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run here with Davis. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
This is Davis. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. On the ground once more, it's Davis. Oh, big hole left side. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Bears. So that's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15.
Here we go. Ready?
Throwing now is May. Going right sideline and complete. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's May. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. May to the air once more. Throwing it right. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Bears have it. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
On 1st down, it's Davis. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. 3.
From the shotgun, It's Williams. He lets this one go. Looking for Scott. To the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 88 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
36. Patriots 18.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
19 Lions. Ready?
Off the play fake, here's May. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Montez Sweat that time fights his way in to record the sack. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. To throw now, May. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll run. It's Davis. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Bears first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll go again with Davis. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's second and 3 to go. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has two options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Come 19! Come 19! Here we go, Shaq! Mustang 19! Ready?
Working out of the gun. It's May. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
That's good. Patriots.
Now whistles here and a penalty. Somebody moved early up front.
On the double. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go. 65, Cat. 65. Ready, ready?
May going to look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
On the ball, now. 60 by 6. 79 Bronco. Hut, hut.
Here we go. One final play. And that final throw here is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.